There's a quiet, magical hour in the morning when the world still sleeps. The air feels lighter. The noise is gone. And in that silence, something remarkable happens. You hear yourself. Not the voice of the world telling you who you should be, but the voice of your own soul, gently whispering where you're meant to go. Waking up early isn't about simply adding hours to your day. It's about adding life to your hours. It's not just discipline, it's an act of self-respect. You're telling yourself, my dreams matter enough to meet them before the world distracts me. And when you rise before the sun, you meet the world on your own terms. You have time to set intentions, move your body, quiet your mind, and feed your spirit before anyone else can take a piece of it. You turn mornings into a launch pad for success, clarity, and purpose. This habit doesn't just transform your schedule, it transforms your identity. You stop chasing the day and instead you lead it. You begin to see that your future is not something waiting for you out there. It's being created in the quiet minutes you claim for yourself right now. So tomorrow, when your alarm rings, remember this. Every early morning is a blank page. Fill it with purpose, and your life will start reading like the story you were meant to live. There is a sacred quality to the early morning. The streets are quiet, and the world is still. And in that stillness lies an opportunity that most people overlook. It's during these silent hours that you can hear the gentle whisper of your own inner guidance, without the constant interruptions of phone calls, notifications, or other people's demands. Your mind becomes a clear, calm lake. The reflections you see in that lake are the truths about yourself that get drowned out during the chaos of the day. The silent hour is not just a gap in your schedule. It's a gap in time where the door to deeper awareness is wide open. This is when you can write, plan, meditate, visualize, or simply breathe without distraction. You give yourself the mental clarity to make decisions not from urgency or stress, but from purpose and direction. When you rise before the sun, you give yourself the advantage of starting ahead. It's like getting a head start in a race where most people are still asleep at the starting line. You're not just awake physically, you're awake mentally and spiritually. That presence allows you to notice things others miss, to have creative ideas, to see opportunities, and to act decisively. Well, the greatest benefit of the silent hour is the energy it gives you. By beginning your day in peace, you carry that centeredness into everything else you do. You react less and create more. You respond to challenges instead of being overwhelmed by them. In time, this 1 hour each morning will become your foundation, the unshakable base from which your entire future is built. Waking up early is often misunderstood. People think it's a matter of sheer discipline, as if it's only about forcing yourself out of bed. But in truth, it's an act of self-respect. It's you telling yourself, I am worth showing up for before I show up for anyone else. Think about it. How many people start their day rushing, reacting, and already feeling behind? Their mornings are dictated by alarms, obligations, and other people's demands. When you wake early, you flip that script. You put yourself in the driver's seat. You make the conscious choice to meet your own needs first, to work on your dreams, your health, your growth, before giving your energy to the world. This is not selfishness, it's self-preservation. You cannot give your best to your work, your relationships, or your responsibilities if you're running on empty. By waking early, you refill your own cup before pouring into others. You are saying to yourself, my future matters, my well-being matters, my goals matter. Self-respect is built through repeated actions that align with your values. Each morning you choose to rise early. You strengthen your belief that you are capable, committed, and worthy of the life you desire. Over time, these small acts of self-respect create an unshakable confidence. You begin to trust yourself deeply, knowing you will show up when it counts. When you see waking early as a form of honoring yourself, not as a punishment, you will approach it with gratitude instead of resistance, and that gratitude will carry into every decision you make during the day. Most people wake up just in time to start reacting. Reacting to messages, reacting to the clock, reacting to the rush. Their day feels like it's happening to them, not for them. But when you rise early, you flip that pattern. You're no longer a passenger being carried by the current of the day. You're the captain steering the ship. The first hours of the morning set the tone for everything that follows. If you start in a hurry, you carry that frantic energy all day. If you start in peace, focus, and clarity, you carry that too. This is why early rising is so powerful. It gives you the opportunity to design your morning intentionally rather than letting the day dictate it for you. Imagine waking before the rest of the world, taking a deep breath and asking yourself, what kind of day do I want to create? Instead of being pulled in 100 directions, you take a few intentional steps. Planning your priorities, setting clear goals, maybe journaling your intentions. You decide what matters most before the noise and demands arrive. This is more than productivity. It's empowerment. It's reclaiming your time, your focus, and your energy. Instead of running from one urgent task to the next, you move through your day with a sense of control and purpose. You act rather than react. You lead rather than follow. And here's the truth. If you don't own your day, someone else will. Your time will be consumed by their goals, their needs, their emergencies. Rising early is your way of drawing a boundary. It's you saying that this part of my day belongs to me. In doing so, you not only get more done, you live more intentionally, and that creates a future shaped by your own vision. When you wake up early, you're not just gaining extra hours, you're gaining quality hours. These are moments free from distraction, when you can invest in every part of yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit. For your mind, the morning is a time of unmatched clarity. You can read, learn, or plan without interruption. You can reflect on your goals, review your progress, and set intentions for the day ahead. A mind nourished with positive thoughts first thing in the morning stays sharper and more resilient throughout the day. For your body, the early hours are perfect for movement. Whether it's stretching, yoga, walking, or a full workout, exercising in the morning wakes you up naturally, boosts your energy, and releases endorphins that set a positive emotional tone. It's a statement to yourself that health is a priority, not an afterthought. For your spirit, mornings provide the space for stillness. Meditation, prayer, gratitude journaling, or simply watching the sunrise can deeply connect you to something greater than yourself. These practices ground you, giving you a calm center from which to face challenges. When you consistently dedicate time to all three, mind, body, and spirit, you create balance. You're no longer just getting through the day, you're thriving through it. You feel more in control, more energized, and more connected to what truly matters. This is why early mornings are transformative. They give you the chance to live as a whole person, not just a busy one. Rising early isn't just a habit, it's an identity shift. Every time you choose to wake up before the sun, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're telling yourself, I am someone who takes control of my time. I am disciplined. Every time you wake up early, you walk through a doorway into a version of yourself that is more disciplined, more intentional, and more in tune with your life's direction. Some people wait for motivation to strike before they act. But those who rise early know the secret. Motivation comes after action. You don't wait to feel ready. You wake up and start, and in doing so, you create the energy, the focus, and the inspiration you need. I'm not telling you this will always be easy. There will be mornings when the bed feels too warm, the night before felt too short, and the excuses feel too convincing. But remember this, discipline is doing what you said you would do, long after the mood you set it in has left you. And here's the beautiful part. Once you've experienced what it's like to meet your dreams before the rest of the world wakes, you won't want to give it up. That peace, that clarity, that sense of ownership over your life, it becomes addictive in the best way possible. Imagine yourself 1 year from now looking back. Imagine realizing that because you woke up early, you finished that project, started that business, got in the best shape of your life, reconnected with your purpose, or built the confidence you've been missing for years. You will never regret the mornings you claimed for yourself. You will never regret saying yes to your future when most people were still asleep in their past. So tomorrow, when the alarm rings, remember, it's not just another morning. It's a fresh page in the story of your life. You can fill it with purpose, with growth, and with action. The sun doesn't rise for everyone at the same time. Some people rise to meet it. Be one of them. Your future is waiting in the morning light.